Oh shit, we live. We live. We live. I got fluffs on my hat. What's going on here? There we go. What's going on, hooligans? You got a token to me, and then yeah, show notes and whatnot, right? Okay. Okie dokies. Oh, I forgot one. Yes, the notebook. The notebook. Oops. Here we go. Bam. Okay, now we're good. Now we're all bueno. Hope the hooligans have had a chance to catch all the new content. We did Mr. Crane breakdown. We did. Oh, gotta make sure my phone's on silent. Yeah, we're good. We did. We did a Mr. Crane breakdown. So like a short film. Well, a short film that we've done on the channel. Kind of like pause it at certain spots and just just kind of like explain a little bit more, give like a little bit more to the character, certain things that I wanted to at least execute in the short film itself. And we also did One Bad Day, so two different ones. I gotta figure out what the next one's gonna be. I don't know yet. And then what else did we do? We did a Venom trailer reaction. Fuck. I think we did more than just one trailer reaction this week. Let me see. Let me see. Videos. Okay, bam. So we did One Bad Day, Mr. Crane breakdown. Those segments are called Between the Scenes. We did Walking Dead mid-season trailer. We did Venom trailer. The Han Solo trailer is in Monday's vlog. And then Wednesday's vlog, we do Deadpool 2. Man, this week has been fucking trailers. Literally, like, Sunday we did one. Monday we did one. Wednesday. And yesterday. Or no, it's not yesterday. Thursday. That's fucking crazy. I don't know. I don't know. Today actually, we're gonna get into some reviews. We're gonna get into a show that's apparently coming out, or that's in development. We're gonna talk about the Venom teaser and get into a theory I have, and just a couple other little things. So we'll see if the hooligans pop in or not. Let me just get this article pulled up here. Excuse me. Oh, okay, right there. Go with you guys. I gotta pull up an article so I don't like fuck anything up here. Okay. And here's another thing. So my phone updated yesterday and it added some shit to like my main screen called Flipboard. And I guess this Flipboard is for like magazines and everything. But hey, make it fucking easier to navigate, you know? And it said it like asks you a thing when you want to like search something up. And I thought if I like typed in like horror movies or horror whatever, it would bring up magazines of that and I could read that. It just brings up fucking news like articles for you to read from like all over the internet. And I'm sitting there trying to read it, but you scroll down and it like flips to the next fucking article. And I go to swipe back to get it back and it fucking brings something from the right. I felt like an old man trying to fucking like navigate this shit. So I don't know. Fuck Flipboard, you know? I'll look up the articles and read them old school like that. So, okay, so yeah, that all leads me to say this. I saw an article while I was trying to navigate that thing. They are doing, or at least it's in development. There's supposed to be a Child's Play TV show coming out. For those that aren't familiar, Child's Play is Chucky, like the killer doll and everything. Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, most recently, I believe, Cult of Chucky. So hold on, let me see if I can find where it says that. Da da da. Bam bam bam. So Don Mancini, the man who I believe wrote the movies, he says tells us that the series was deliberately set up at the end of the last movie, while further adding that the tone is dark and disturbing. We plan to use Child's Play in the title, Mancini explained. We want to definitely signal that we are going dark. Well, we want to signal that we are going dark. Darker than ever before. It's going to be very creepy. So that's exciting. I don't know. Oh, and Mancini confirmed that Dorff, so Brad Dorff, the man who voices Chucky, will once again return to voice him. No date yet. It's important to note that this doesn't mean an end to the film franchise. For right now, the focus is on an 8-part, hour-long series that will keep Chucky canon. Will we see Tiffany, Glenn, or Glenda? All of that being kept under wraps for now, but one thing for sure, okay. So there's no scheduled release date yet, but from here it says 8 parts, so 8 episodes, an hour long each. I don't know. I'm interested, you know what I mean? I like Chucky, so like I wouldn't mind seeing a TV series, especially because like I don't know, a lot of the ways like these TV series goes kind of like dives deeper into the character and gives you more to like their story and whatever. So I don't know. I think it could be really cool, especially if it's done by the same like done by Don Mancini. Brad Dorff's involved, so it's basically the same people that did the movies. You know what I mean? I think it'll be really cool. Ash vs. Evil Dead, like, you know, I didn't really like when I first heard about that show. Like, I didn't really like. I don't know. I'm a huge fan of it all, but it's like I didn't know really what to think about that kind of, in a way. But then I gave it a shot, and I fucking love that show. I can't wait for season 3. So, I don't know, Child's Play might, like, I understand why some people will be like, why are you going to make that a show, or whatever, but it could surprise us. I think it actually could be a pretty good addition to, like, the history of Chucky. Go deeper into the story, whatever direction they plan to go in with it, so, yeah. Could be interesting. I'll keep you folks posted on that, though, whenever we get a date announced. Da, da, da. Oh yeah, Netflix has this movie, The Ritual. Apparently, like, I don't know. People have been telling me to check it out, so I will. But they said, like, a couple people were telling me how, like, the creature in it, it's kind of based off certain things from Norse mythology. So I'll definitely have to check it out. We'll see. I watched the trailer for it, like, on Netflix yesterday. It looked pretty good. So I'll give her a shot. Give it a shot. I don't know where to go next. I don't know. We'll go with this. So for the folks that hit me up at trying to figure out this whole PlayStation 3 thing, thank you very much. I appreciate that. But I actually was able to fix it. So apparently what happened in the PlayStation 3, when you put a Blu-ray disc in, there's like this little white arm that kind of pops up to keep like the disc from like sliding out or whatever. It keeps it in place while it's spinning around. So yeah, like I guess like just some people have come over this issue where that just like kind of gets, I don't know. I don't know if it pops up and gets jammed or it gets jammed at a certain spot so it doesn't like want to move. Uh, it was actually a really easy fix. I shook my PS3 from side to side. It wasn't out of frustration or anything like that. It's just a lot of people were saying that's how like it fixes it. It's like, so I was like, all right. I was pretty like, I just wanted to play games. Honestly, I was like, man, I'll try anything now. So I unplugged all my stuff, shook it from side to side a couple times. Bam, working good as new. So that's pretty sweet. PS3 has been fixed. Mucho bueno. Let's get to these reviews, actually. Just a couple quick ones. Yesterday I started watching the show Altered Carbon. It is fucking really, really dope. It's based off of, I believe, a trilogy of books that after watching the first couple episodes of the show, I definitely want to give the books a shot. So if you're just like a quick thing, if you see in the trailer, you don't really understand what's going on. It's set in the future where we figured out how to download human consciousness onto like basically these like chips kind of thing called stacks, and they go in the back of our neck. Rich people can afford to what you call is like re-sleeving, where you take your stack out and you put it in like another like skin suit, basically. Rich people can afford to do this many, many times over and basically fucking live forever. And it's actually really cool because it brings in the religious aspect with it too, because there's some people because of their religious beliefs believe that like if you do that, like if you re-sleeve yourself or whatever, like it's basic. Somebody just sneezed. It's basically like, you know, sacrilegious or whatever. You're like fucking with your soul in a way. So I thought that was actually an interesting factor in it. Either way, it's a really, really cool concept. The main character, Takashi Kovacs. It's actually, man, it's super cool because like Joel Kinnaman, the guy who plays him like 250 years like after he's basically like frozen. I've never seen him in a role like this, and I fucking love it. Like he's kind of that like it's like, okay, so the story is he, after 250 years, he gets unfrozen to help solve this rich guy's murder. Somebody killed him, or he killed himself. He's actually not sure, because whatever had happened, they killed him like 10 minutes before his memory like backs up and everything. So like they don't know who did it or what happened. He offers Takashi a very like handsome reward. I'm not going to spoil it all for you folks. In like for Takashi, like to help him and everything. Man, it's really cool because so Takashi is something called an envoy, and it basically, think of like a fucking super soldier and just like combat machine, basically. They can like basically like they can like look at something and see exactly what's about to happen just based off of like what's in the room and like how you're moving and whatever else. It's really, really cool. But at the same time, he's not like that hero where like, you know, he's like gonna use his powers for good or whatever. He is that guy who's like, man, I didn't fucking ask to be like, I didn't ask you guys to wake me up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to deal with all this shit. Kind of like, it seems like he's one of those characters that it's like, he just doesn't have time for all like the bullshit. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I love it when you get to see actors in that role, because I've never seen Joel Kinnaman in that. I saw him as Rick Flag in Suicide Squad. Let's pull up his IMDb. Joel Kinnaman, because I don't know what else he's been in. Well, off the top of my head, I should say. But either way, so he plays like he's like the sleeve that they put Takashi in, basically. Actor. So I don't know. It's a really really interesting story, to be honest, and like the way that like it's set in the future and like the technology and everything that's involved. I'm a fan. I'm definitely a fan. You folks should check it out. Definitely not for the kids though. Do not watch it with the kids. Okay, so Suicide Squad. He played Rick Flag. Child 44. Oh, he was in Child 44 with Tom Hardy. That was a great movie. If you folks haven't seen Child 44, give that a watch. Which actually, very interestingly, him and Tom Hardy were in Child 44 together, and originally Tom Hardy was supposed to play Rick Flag in Suicide Squad. Oh, okay. Joel Kinnaman also played Alex Murphy in the remake of RoboCop. I forgot about that. You know, that's another movie. I wasn't sure of like what it was really going to be like when I first heard about it and I saw the trailer. I love the RoboCop movies. I used to watch the TV show when I was a kid. So like it was one of those things I was hesitant. Gave it a shot and I really liked it. It was good. There was a lot of nods to the original, but they like definitely made it like their own story. A lot of Swedish stuff. He is very like a lot of Swedish stuff. But that's like Bill Skarsgård and all them too. They've done a lot of stuff overseas and everything. It's also could be because like that's where they're from. So it seems like I might be wrong, but it seems like RoboCop was his like first kind of like North American breakout. I don't know. Safe House. I feel like I've seen that. Okay, he was in Safe House with Ryan Reynolds and Denzel. It's like one of the movies that I don't know anybody that's seen, to be honest. So I don't know if it's good. Oh, Run All Night. Damn, he's been in a lot of stuff that I like. I own Run All Night. That shit's amazing. I love that movie. Like the dynamic with him and Liam Neeson, beautiful. So okay, so like RoboCop, Run All Night, Child 44, Suicide Squad. He was on House of Cards, The Killing. If any folks out there watch those shows, and yeah, Altered Carbon. That's fucking all right. Can't hate on that resume. So he's actually been in a lot of stuff. Either way, we kind of got off track a little bit there. But yeah, if anybody like it's definitely like Altered Carbon is definitely an interesting show. It's got the mystery. It's got some humor just because like the way like Joel Kinnaman is to people. I love the hotel that he stays at, the Raven Hotel. Without spoiling anything, it's basically this hotel that's run by AI and everything, like artificial intelligence. And like the host of the hotel calls himself Poe. He dresses as Edgar Allan Poe and everything for a bit. Like, so yeah, I don't know. Right away, that was pretty cool, and just like the way the actor, he looks so familiar, and I think I know who he is, but I don't want to misspeak or whatever. But either way, yeah, it was I don't know. It's like a little sprinkle of humor in there, and it worked. Especially the way him and like Takashi like my goodness. Especially the way him and Takashi like interact with each other. I had an eye flake right there. Man, I hope that wasn't on camera. Either way, Altered Carbon is a badass show. If you have a problem with violence, though, I don't know if you're going to enjoy this as much. There's not a lot of violence, but, like, well, from what I can remember, there's not a lot of violence, but it's definitely, like, when people get shot, they get shot. Like, there's some blood, folks. There's some blood. Okay. Altered Carbon. Badass show. I'm on episode 3. I gotta watch that today. Or I'm going to. I don't have to. Oh no, my pen. My pen might have died. Oh no. One bites the dust. Oh, we're good. Just had a dry spell, apparently. Okay. Cloverfield Paradox. Man, this movie was getting a lot of hate, and I don't know. I guess I can see why, but like, Listen, folks. If a movie is dealing with like dimensions being like fucking switched around or whatever, like as soon as we go outside of the dimensions of our world, like there's no fucking whatever rules apply to us doesn't necessarily apply to that dimension or that fucking world that we're trapped in or whatever it is. You know what I mean? I just feel like this movie got a lot of hate from people online, from what I saw anyway. Because like I don't know, I guess there's a lot of stuff in it that I guess you could. It's weird to like think about in like a more serious movie or whatever, like or try to like take it seriously, I guess. But I don't know. I thought it was fucking dope. Like this crew is like orbiting the Earth or whatever. And they're trying to basically solve this fucking energy crisis that's happened from like these monsters coming to Earth and everything. So they're trying to fire this particle beam, to basically like give Earth enough energy to survive and everything again. And shit goes wrong, you know? And even in that shit going wrong, it goes wrong in a very weird way. Like it just there's a lot that's going on, and it's like fucking you don't even understand what's happening in like at some points. Not in a bad way, like not you don't understand what's happening in the story of Cloverfield Paradox or anything. It's just like it's almost in a way you can't like comprehend that shit would even be possible. But you got to remember like when like I said, dealing with like deep space and like fucking dimensions being like fucking collided with, all bets in my mind anyway, all bets are off because we don't know like what applies to that dimension, you know what I mean? So I don't know, for me I fucking loved Cloverfield Paradox. I thought it was dope. Chels, true, hello Chels, making latte art today, rocking the latte leveries. Either way, hope you have an awesome day. But yeah, I don't know. I thought Cloverfield Paradox was fucking super dope. I liked how you saw like both perspectives. Like you saw people like on Earth trying to like figure shit out. But you also had the story of the crew and everything on the ship. And honestly, the ending, I don't know. If you're a fan of the first one and like I don't know, just I thought the ending was dope. Honestly, I thought it was fucking bueno. Not Chels, not yet. LOL, bored. Well, that's no bueno. Practice your kung fu moves. Chels, such a good movie. Hell yeah. Okay. We'll get to that. Okay, so the Venom teaser. Listen, folks. I said it, actually, I think I already said it in the trailer reaction video. Like, it's a fucking 1.5 minute teaser. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what you wanted, like, the studio to fucking throw in. It's our first look at everything. And we got 3 scenes with the symbiote. At first, I only caught 2. Rewatched it a few times. There's actually 3. But it's one of these things where it's like, people just want to see everything right away. It's like, show me Venom. Show me who the villains are. Like, it's what? What? Like, do you remember? Go back and watch the first It teaser. I don't think we saw Pennywise at all in that teaser trailer. You don't see, I'm pretty fucking sure, you don't see Pennywise at all in the first teaser trailer for the new It movie. Or, the more recent, whatever you want to call it. It's just like, man, you gotta relax. You can't, like, we all can't just have everything right away. You know what I mean? A lot of people were like, oh, there's not, like, Venom's not in here. Oh, like, what is... And if they did show Venom and all this other shit in the teaser trailer, you would have gotten mad because they're fucking showing everything right away. So what do you, like, can't have fucking both ways, folks. Either way, my theory. A lot of people were saying that they believe Riz Ahmed is going to be Carnage. I do not think that at all. I think Riz Ahmed is playing Dr. Carlton Drake. the head of the Life Foundations, the lab that we see in that trailer. Now, like I had talked about pretty recently, Woody Harrelson is apparently part of this cast and everything. So what I think is going to happen, he's playing Cletus Cassidy, Carnage. Riz Ahmed, Dr. Carlton Drake, he's obsessed with the symbiote. Like he is absolutely obsessed with it. So what I think is going to happen, he brings the symbiote to Life Labs, does tests on people. Basically, like, what better way to do tests except like on a fucking like on a killer who's basically in jail for life anyway. We'll bring him in, do a test on him. He's gonna bring in Woody Harrelson. That's gonna create carnage. That's what I don't know. That's what I think's gonna happen. You see the one quick shot where like the symbiote is in the canister and like Carlton Drake is standing there. So I don't know. I think that's what's going to happen. I don't think that he's playing Carnage. I think it's going to be like that. I think Woody Harrelson's going to be playing Cletus Cassidy. They're going to bring him into the Life Labs and create Carnage by testing things on him. Or somehow, you know what I mean? That's what's going to kind of happen. Also, I think that scene we see with Eddie Brock in the like MRI machine, and he wakes up and he's like kind of like, he has that moment where it's, I don't know. You can interpret it two different ways. One, either he wakes up and it's like you feel like that, like something inside you and you're like, what the fuck's going on? Or like what he wakes up and he has no idea where he is. Like maybe he got knocked out or something and then they like put him in there or whatever it is. So what I think is going to happen, I think he wakes up, he's all confused about what's happening and whatever. Maybe he ends up realizing that like something isn't right, or like even like the symbiote inside, because like the MRI machine somehow it just everything starts getting fucking like when you have it almost feel like when you can feel like an anxiety attack coming over. You're like, okay, we need to I gotta go, like I gotta go somewhere, like do some breathing or whatever, you know what I mean? So I think that scene when he's in the MRI machine, I think he's in the Life Foundation's lab and everything. And you see him like freaking out and like trying to like either get out or something's getting out of him. Yeah, I think that's when I think like Venom's gonna bust the fuck out of there, basically. Choking on my own spit. My own body's trying to kill me. Or what I was gonna say. Or something happens and that's when they have Eddie Brock in the Life Labs and they're doing tests on him to try and like extract the symbiote. You never know. We'll have to see. Dying. Okay. You folks gotta let me know what the next breakdown is gonna be. I don't know. Comment below on this video or hit me up on Instagram, whatever. If you want, well, either way, if you guys even want another breakdown. We still have Followers, the Saw short film, Fear, Ghosts, The Beast, The Announcement, which was like the comedy skit about like the whole Purge thing. And I think that's it. Excuse me. But either way, just let me know which like breakdown you want, kind of thing. If you folks even want another one. Oh, so I'll go through these ones real quick because then I'm going to get out of here. I have an idea for a Casey Jones short film that I think actually would be really, really dope. I don't know. I'm still kind of like ironing it all out in my head, and then I'm going to like try and work up a rough draft of it. But I have an idea that I think is pretty fucking dope. And like I have a lot of fucking short films I want to do this year. Like I have like a zombie one that I want to do. And like the thing is, even with that zombie short film, like I feel like it's an aspect of like the whole zombie thing that really hasn't been explored too much. I just think it would be really interesting to see it. So and I want to do this Casey Jones short film on top of like all the Mr. Crane stuff. And fuck, whatever else happens this year. Oh, and the Joker one I want to do this year. Like, Jesus. Either way. However, I think, like, the idea I have for the Casey Jones thing, I think I don't know. I think it'll be really cool. It's kind of like, I don't know. How can I... The way I'm thinking about it now is kind of like almost... Think about, like, Batman, if you've seen it anyway. Batman vs. Superman in a way. Or even just, like, The Dark Knight Returns. Like, that storyline. Where kind of, like, Batman's been... You know, he's dealt with a lot of shit. Like, he's not, like, you know, the most optimistic person in more recent years kind of thing. And just, like, shit starts happening, and he has to kind of come back in a way. I don't know. It's kind of the idea I have, but not really. Like, it's just, I don't know. I don't want to give anything away, but either way, I'm just going to say I think I could make up a really fucking cool Casey Jones short film. And... I feel like it should go without saying, but I'm going to say it. If anything, this Casey Jones is not going to be like a playoff of like the new one. You know what I mean? When I think of Casey Jones, I think of the 90s movies. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to like something more like along that lines or something like that. Either way. Yeah. It's one of those things. Like, I'm a huge fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and everything. Casey Jones is one of my favorite characters. And the Hooligans know me. I'm not going to do anything that I'm not, like, you know, stoked to put out in a way. Like, I'm not going to put out anything, like, half-assed or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's about it. So I know it's done. So yes, let me know the next breakdown you folks want. If you do want another breakdown of a short film and everything, we'll get that all figured out and sorted. Other than that, I need you folks to like the video if you enjoyed any of this. It's not for advertisers, YouTube, or nothing. It's just honestly so I know the Hooligans are enjoying the videos. Also, if you want to support the channel, TeePublic, description. Fuck, I fucked that up. Why does this have to be live? If you want to support the channel, link is in the description to the TeePublic store. All different merch and everything. All different designs. My goodness, folks. We got phone cases for the iPhone X if you wanted them fancy fancies. I'm just saying. Either way, links in the description if you want to support the channel, TeePublic store, and Le Patreon. So, bam. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have an awesome Saturday. Have an awesome weekend. UFC fights tonight. So tomorrow, definitely going to be talking about those. Because there's some drama that happened at the weigh-ins. And it's just weird. Either way, mucho love you, Hooligans. Awkward outro. Pressing.